Ah, yes, yes. Well, hello, my dear friends, and welcome back. Welcome back to the bunker. Welcome back to the field of combat. Welcome back to Vostok. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. It sure does put a smile on my face returning back to Vostok. And today is the day that the outpost gets compromised. The situation at the border zone is escalating quickly, and nearby areas are facing the consequences as a result. Military BTRs can now enter the outpost map. Area 05 is no longer considered safe. I don't know what that second part means. I don't know if we should be concerned, or if Area 05 is going to be... You know, it's already been plunged into lawlessness. It has been for some time, but I don't know if this denotes that we're going to encounter military personnel or border personnel outside of their designated areas. News of the event spread quickly among O5 locals and traders, but it's only considered a rumor by the media. As per usual. Well, we live here. This is our home, and I intend to remain here. So, I have some things that I want to address, talk about, yada, yada, yada. First and foremost, the most important thing, this plate carrier, the K19, I did a little bit of digging. It didn't take a lot. So, the LVPC is made by Savada, right? And it's really difficult to get your hands on one of these particular LVC PCs. They do make another, and I don't remember the name of that one. Please don't crucify me for that. But these are really low-profile, slick plate carriers. You see the placard here is Velcro on the back, and then it's got 2-point retention up there in the with the buckles, like any other standard placard. Now this, the K19, on the other hand, this is made by Agilite, which is hilarious because I actually own some Agilite gear. I didn't immediately recognize it, but to be fair, the gear I owned is not a plate carrier, and I did not even know that they had this system. But this is, and what gave it away when I was looking at this in post is these right here. The mag placard here is utilizing the pincher system. So these are like rubber covers essentially for the mag freaking mag holes, the ports, whatever the hell these are called, for your fucking placard. These are plastic on the top, and it helps retain it. It's a patented system made by Agilite, whose, of course, their logo would be the scorpion. And the whole reason that I discovered Agilite in the first place was because when I had acquired my first scorpion, Strelic, who we thought was a boy and ended up 100% being a girl and giving birth to 20 scorpions overnight. I decided that I needed a scorpion patch, and Agilite's the brand I found to add to my patch collection. And now I know all sorts of stuff about them. And they have all your rigid combat needs. All your soft goods, plate carriers, even hard goods. They sell plates all the way up to level 4. It's about $490 a pop. They sell level 3 special threat plates up to $250, I think. As well as the patented pincher system that you see here. They sell placards and mag pouches and whatnot for your belt if you run a battle belt. But we're not here to talk about Agilite, are we? We're here to experience the road to Vostok, and I'm gonna get us on that road. I don't know what we're gonna do today. I'm nervous about the recent events that have transpired. We actually need to sleep first and foremost. That's what we need to be doing, is sleeping. With the outpost being compromised, we have 10 days starting now to get our shit together and make sure we can survive without the traders, which we know we can scavenge. We will always have that option. The traders, we're not really utilizing them for anything other than you know, rare parts and ammunition, specifically 308. That's why we're utilizing the trader so much now. We have gathered all the suppressors and all the optics we will ever need. I think we have almost one of everything. Weapon repair kits and whatnot. We're not going to have the luxury of just running over to the trader for about a 10-day stretch. But that is a temporary problem, and the solution to it is to be prepared, which we are already well prepared for that event. I would like to double up on our food stores. We have plenty of meds, and we can find plenty in the world. What I don't want to do, and what I could foresee happening if we don't get ahead of the curve, is us being out in the world, going out on scavenging runs, like daily scavenging runs, putting ourselves in harm's way to get things that we don't need. So we need to be mindful moving forward. Yeah, they've got all sorts of cool stuff, but we didn't really actually need to be over here. What? We need one more IFAC and some PV7s, PVS7s, and we're gonna attempt to find that here at the outpost. We should be able to jam up. I'm just gonna err on the side of caution a little bit more than average. This is yeah, this is where the game becomes the real deal. We have to be extremely cautious moving through here. We should be cautious anyways, anytime we're doing any sort of movement. But, you know, with the BTR being able to encroach on our position here, we should really be ready for whatever the game throws at us. So we're going to run up and over to the field guns and start checking their surrounding areas, looking for these IFACs. Fingers crossed we run into them, Aodoki. And if we don't, the next best step is to go to Vostok, which we've essentially lived in Vostok this entire time. We have had some fun setting up our bunkers and traversing. That's a dead guy. Traversing everything that Area 05 has to offer, but we have spent a considerable amount of time in Vostok, and that's just where the good stuff is. We haven't had much of a choice if we want to be successful, have the best gear, and not have to worry about things. In order to do that, we have to risk. Shit. Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. I'm actually gonna retreat. I think we were injured before stepping off. I don't think that he just hit us for fucking 47 damage. Like, okay, well, that was bad. That was honestly bad. This is a thing, and we talked about this about the LPVO. Your LPVO, it's a cool optic. It's a cool system, and you know, a lot of people swear we don't need that. Why did I pick that up? A lot of people swear by its by the fact that you can use it for engagements, you know, out past 300 meters, everything from CQB onward, and it's, you know, you don't have to have a separate magnifier. You know, all you have to do is throw the scope handle, and you're good to go, right? My argument was, anything within 300 meters, I am more than comfortable taking that shot with a EOTech or even fucking iron sights. But you never, you know, you're never in a situation where you're using open iron sights at any operational level, really, unless you're, you know, not well funded. When it comes to, I mean, it is the modern era after all, and the LPVO, it does its job. It's not bad. It's not tremendous for CQB. I don't like it for the short engagements, and real life is different than a video game, of course. It is a little bit easier to acquire your target when using one of these in real life, but here in the game, it's got a little bit of, well, the eye relief is rough, and it's definitely got some major flaws that make it difficult to use. An example of this, one example I can think of in particular, and the reason why the Army did not like it very much was the LCAN. It featured a 1:4 magnification that you could change on the fly based on a little switch, right? And the problem with that optic, it sounds great in practice. You know, you have this kind of compact optic that has it's got a built-in backup iron sights. There's no goodies here. What should we do? I'm gonna check in here real quick because there are several military crates, and then we might run in and out of the tent and just see if we can force a spawn. And if not, that's odoki. So, the LCAN features a 1:4 power magnification, and it also has built-in backup iron sights. So it sounds great in practice until you realize that you have to have like damn near perfect alignment for you to have any eye relief, and it's really difficult to use while moving, or like I said, you have to have damn near perfect alignment with that optic for it to work. And you're kind of seeing that here. Like if I'm moving in any direction, I have no control over this. Now this is an EOTech Voodoo, at least it's based off that. I don't have experience using that, even though I do like EOTech. I'm more familiar with their EXPS series, even all the way down to their 552 series. Ah, cool. There's some goodies. But the LPVO is a relatively modern invention in the grand scheme of shooting. And combat and whatnot. This place is eerie. It's definitely, the sound's definitely subdued. Okay, I had to turn the volume up because I had turned it down to for post processing, and unfortunately I had forgotten to turn it back on. My apologies. We should be back at full volume now. Thankfully, we didn't get the life scared out of us. All right. This bunker system is eerie. I've always wanted to explore a place like this. Bonus points if you find it naturally. There's a location relatively near me that was used previously as as ammo storage. There's these like massive domes that they were meant to be grown up and kind of blend in, become part of the environment, so enemy aircraft couldn't target them effectively. Just way out in the middle of nowhere. It reminds me of the domes. If you've ever watched that episode of Ghost Adventures, I don't know if it was California or Arizona, somewhere in the desert. There are these large conical domes that look like UFOs. Very cool indeed. We're gonna move up here to the tent for the time being and reset the map. This is a little risky considering the compromise here. But in the event of a BTR, we have plenty of places to hole up and make ourselves scarce. Hopefully we don't even encounter the fucking thing. And as long as we stay to its rear, we should be fine. Fingers crossed. Let's get in here. Ah, yes, very good. I had all but forgotten about this stuff. Our humble shelter from the very beginning. It's nice to you know, to experience change, positive change, and to see all of our progress that we have made since we first found our way back to this shelter at the start of this. Look how far we've come since the first attempt at Iron Man, and we're still, you know, still kicking here, doing even better than we ever could have dreamed. Right here, these weapons were the weapons that carried us to victory, great victory at the beginning. Still left here as a reminder. Still out on display. So I think the event timer still holds true. That any event can spawn in within 5 minutes. So just because we don't hear something immediately does not mean that we should not be on our P's and Q's. It's a good shot, man. We love shooting people in the fucking eyes, I tell you what. Alright, what do you see? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, on to the next. Nothing on him. Nothing here thus far. Unfortunate. Alright. Well, it is time for us to continue on to the other side. We'll do this time. And then we'll go ahead and head over to the other side. Shooter with a Mosin. Still no ears on anything crazy. All right. No goodies. We also have to go up to terminal in this part because we need to be on the lookout. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bounce back and forth between terminal and apartments. I am going to have to get us stocked up for that. Go drop this stuff off. We need to find our oil filter. Nothing on him. I'll take all the 7.62 that they want to give me. Especially 7.62 by 54. I'll take any ammo, quite honestly. But the rare ammo is staying with me. Just in case I get froggy and decide to pull out the Mosin. The Mosin Nagant. The deadliest rifle in the world. I don't think that's true. I wonder exactly which rifle has claimed which singular rifle has claimed the most human life on the field of battle. That is a difficult question to even consider. I wonder how you would even begin to measure that metric. I mean, you'd have to use some generalizations, right? Like some pretty clear, large, ambiguous generalizations when it comes to, you know, let's assume that every soldier, you know, in this engagement was equipped with a particular rifle. I'm sure there's been some pretty astonishing calculations done to determine that. I am thrilled to be back in Vostok. Yesterday, I had some spare time. I'd finished all my editing. I finally got caught up on editing, and I'm at a point now where I'm recording and then editing versus having backed up content to edit, which is a great feeling. It is a fantastic feeling to be ahead of the curve. We're already we're like 5 episodes or 4 episodes ahead of the standard that I keep us at. I like to keep us backed up to 2 weeks. We found a thermal blanket in there, which is cool, but I like to have 2 weeks of pre-recorded content at all times, and thankfully I completed 2 finals today. We're almost done with finals and all that nonsense. We are so close. We're like just on the cusp. Just on the cusp of being free. But the problem is that I don't really want to stop playing Vostok. So I think we're just going to do this until it, like, I know I've been kind of back and forth on, oh, we're going to do it until we finish up, finals, or, oh, we're going to do it here, or, whatever it happened to be. Let's go, do we have anything to trade? Well, if we go back, we lose it anyways. Could sell all of this for a box of 308. How about and a bandage? No. Okie dokie. Fair trade. I'll take the 308. Let's keep stocking this stuff up. Alright, let's get our rumpus and gear here. But, yeah, man, I'm having so much fun playing Vostok. I sat down and I turned on 5 separate games last night. I turned on Cargo Hunters, I turned on Jalopy, I turned on the Long Drive, I turned on Cataclysm, and something else. Trying to find something to play, that I wanted to play, and the only one I wanted to was Vostok. And I was like, well, well, hell, I guess I'm playing Vostok. I didn't end up playing anything last night. As a matter of fact, I had to wait until the recording today. So let's take off. We're gonna go to. So here's the thing. When we go to Vostok, there's no reason for us to not search the apartments, right? Because we don't know what's going to be there on the initial entry. We could be missing something, and I have awful FOMO. So we're gonna go there and look first, right? We're going to see if there's any goodies. I'm going to take some pineapples with us. We're going to see if there's any goodies that have been left behind for us. And in the event that there are, see, we get loaded up. And then we go to terminal. And then we come back. And then that gives us 2 opportunities to loot the apartments like we've been doing. And that is the best strategy that I have developed so far in my head. It also gives us the chance to bounce back and forth over the border, which is important, very clearly important, because the spawns being random as they are, we sometimes have to force those spawns. It's like playing Tarkov. You go into a raid, you don't find what you're looking for, and it spawns in this one location. What do? Continue on looting until you can get out of that raid successfully, and then you double back, hit the same point, hope for the best. Hope you don't run into the goons while you're doing a scav run, I hope you all are doing well, as always. I am happy to see some return viewers. That makes me very happy. You've got this. Whatever it is that you are endeavoring to do today, whatever it is, whatever challenge you have woken up, and you are attempting to conquer, I wish you the best of luck. I hope that your Vostok journey is going as well as mine is. I hope the road is treating you fairly, and I hope that the game has made as much of a lasting impact on you as it has on me. And I am just so happy to be able to present this to you folks. It is 11:45. We're gonna get to Vostok right at dusk. Granted, we move through the minefield quickly and effectively. Let's take a breath here and get our fucking concentration together. Get our P's and Q's together. Because we're going on a... we're going to not take the route we took last time that ended up costing us some health. Sometimes sprinting is perfectly acceptable on open terrain like this when you can see in front of you. There's nothing wrong with sprinting. The weather did take a turn for the worst. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo, okay. Fuck. Man. Fuck. Okay. Whew. Actually scared the shit out of me. I am so sick of popping the fucking mines. It is goddamn tedious, I tell you what. If you're a veteran Vostok player and you've been out here, I'm telling you, people that are talking about the people that are fucking talking about terminal and apartments being rough, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I have no what is it? I feel no solidarity with you whatsoever. Minefield is where it's at. Yeah, maybe I am able to cross the minefield fine and dandy. I use at least a med product, every time. I can't see the fucking guards. I can barely point out where they are. These dudes are on my ass constantly, firing fucking accurate fire at me in an open field. This shit gets me heated thinking about all the fucking various firing positions these dudes have to shoot at me. We're just at a total disadvantage. This is exactly what, minus some of the trees, I think if this were... This is a pretty goddamn hasty border zone. And this is... Shit. Fuck me, dude. Okay, that's one. Yeah, this is a pretty hasty border zone, which makes sense with the lore. I mean, they, probably got this shit up as quickly as possible, but you don't see any fencing. The only thing, there's an active minefield at this part of the border. We don't see any fencing. We see guard towers. It's definitely manned. It's a manned border. But the big deterrent here is supposed to be the minefield. I mean, I don't think they're expecting many a stalker to come through here. But alas, here we are. We're that fucking 1%, dude. We are the 1% of the 1%. We're here for the loot. Tourniquet to make up for my lost bandage. It's like it's really a consolation prize. It's like a pat on the back for second place is what that feels like. Oh, yep. Goddamn motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Oh my fucking god. Who wants it now? Yeah, okay. Let's... All right. This is beginning to feel, every time we cross this godforsaken threshold, it's beginning to feel more like a Pyrrhic victory than anything else. And if you're not familiar with what that means, or you didn't play Black Ops 2, it was the opening mission. A Pyrrhic victory is when you win, but at what cost? Quite literally, that's the definition. You win, but you win at such a disadvantage to yourself, at such a massive loss of troops or massive loss of resources that it's essentially a failure. And that's what, every time we cross that fucking threshold, man, I can't help but think that it's a loss, you know. Even though we're alive, we're good, our health is fine, you know, we'll make it up. It's the fact that we had to make it up in the first place, you know, that we were injured in the first place, and that's it's just a pain in the ass. It's frustrating for sure, but it is right now it is just the necessary transition, and I refuse to slow down. I'm trying to get on with it. You know, you see me sprinting through the fucking minefield, which I really don't recommend. You know, I say, hey, if you can do it, but this is not, I'm not a do as I say, not as I do kind of person, so I'm gonna, I'll give you both sides of the coin and tell you why I'm doing one thing. No special crate up here, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to double back. The rain is definitely a big fucking hamper on our plans. It makes movement difficult. The sound of the thunder cracking, the rain falling, it puts us at a tactical disadvantage. And just as I mention it, it goes away. I did hear a voice. Oh, he's in here, as a matter of fact. I would like to kind of hold this hard point for a moment. Perfect. Okay. I figured he was going to reveal himself. Okie dokie. Special crates it is. We'll, at a little bit of a later date, we'll worry about getting our food and drink up. But for now, we're just going to run through and do what we do. We should be mindful of further enemy contact here inside of the Khrushchevkas. Shooter on the roof there. It's a good shot. Okay. Doing good on ammo. All is well. All is well. Okie dokie. Trying to speed through this. I know that oftentimes we spend a hell of a lot of time here. This is where the loot is, though, gang, and we gotta see everything we can see. We're so close to finishing off all of the quests in Vostok. I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. I hope by the time we hit day 50 that we're going to be finished with the quests. That's an M4 there. Very good. I'll take that. It's not even worth carrying out of here at 32. Not even worth carrying out. Let me know down below in the comment section what your favorite rifle platform is. Are you have you been sorted into Team 556 or Team 762 by 39? Or are you a battle rifle kind of person? Let me know. Let me know. I would love to hear. Look at this fucking thing. Now that's crazy. This is for some system. Looks like a Surefire Wharton, even though I don't think that's what that's meant to replicate. I wonder if we can put we can't put another one on there. All right. Well, we found some goodies. That is one of the suppressors that we've never found before. I'm actually unsure. I'm sure it goes on an Eastern Bloc weapon. I'm just unsure of which one. It looks like it would fit on an AK just fine. Perhaps an AK-74. Trying to think of what we haven't suppressed as of now. The hybrid fits just about damn near everything, honestly. What does this fit on? I'm actually really curious. We'll have to, well, we'll be on the lookout. Don't you worry. We'll figure out what that goes to. It looks, it definitely looks Eastern Bloc in origin. MP5K, we don't need that. I'd like to, I would like to give the MP5 SD a chance to shine, and perhaps we'll do that before the end of this run. I would like to find one again. We did end up selling our last one. They're not the rarest thing. I'd like to find a fucking SVD is what I would like. Perhaps that's meant to be an SVD suppressor. I really don't know. I really don't know. Seems small for a suppressor for the SVD, and the adapter doesn't look right, but I could be wrong. I'm not definitely not an expert on Eastern arms. All right, last one in here. Fingers crossed we get another green crate. Nothing. There's two kookaroos right next to each other and a pair of boots, none of which is what I was looking for, unfortunately. It's a damn shame. Come all this way for a fresh pair of boots, which in real life would be an absolute blessing. The more, not perfectly new, but you have to, boots have most boots have a break-in period that kind of sucks, especially like rigid GI issued boots. But some, like the Merrill Mobe is my favorite example because it's my favorite boot of all time. The Mobe 3 in particular. You can put a Merrill boot on, any boot, low cut, high cut, whatever, particularly the Mobe series. You can put that boot on straight out of the box and go hike in it and you will be a-okay. Now I'm speaking from a flat-footed person's perspective, but they are, I should say, the best boots in the world. And they fit your foot perfectly. If you have like a slightly wider foot, they are just so comfortable for extended wear. You can wear them forever. Continue on, make entry here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet, unfortunately. It seems my theory about about 2 crates always spawning, and if 1 crate spawns, then 2 crates spawn. It seems like I am wrong. I am wrong. I have just been proved wrong. Here is a crate, though. A strike face. Man, that's kind of upsetting. If it was a 3, I'd take it. We don't need a level 2 plate, though. I mean, I guess we could add it to the collection. It's like taking this helmet. Do we take the helmet because we haven't picked up anything else? Perhaps. Perhaps that's what we do for now. I'll take it. But, I'm not necessarily happy about it. I don't want to seem, I don't want to come off as ungrateful, but it's not what we want. It's definitely not what we want. I don't think level 2 will fucking barely stop handgun rounds. I don't like that sound. I hear explosions in the distance. Some type of bombardment, perhaps shelling. I wonder if those artillery emplacements are going to become active in a future build. I have no idea. It's definitely worth thinking about. It'd be really neat. Be disorienting too. Okay, thought I heard something. Oh, gang, I wanted to tell you there was no ghost when I re-watched the footage for John Vostok 5 or 6. I can't remember which one we're on, or which one we were on. Excuse me, but there was absolutely no ghost when I could have swore to God I saw a figure in terminal. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't anything that could be proven. And that freaks me out even more. And I'll tell you why. It's the idea, these creations that we have made to scare ourselves, you know, especially pertaining to video games. MyHouse.wad, Ben Drowned, and Lavender Town, the Herobrine, or Herobrine, you know, all these things that we have created, or maybe we didn't create, you know, you want to keep the mystique, so let's say we didn't create them, but the things that we have given true life to, right, we have given meaning to these things, that's fucking terrifying in and of itself. But what else is terrifying is the idea that in a creepypasta setting, you know that they wouldn't show themselves, right? You know that would be part of the story. Like, you go back, the protagonist goes back anxiously reviewing his footage, and as he looks, he notes that there is no ghost on camera, leading him to believe that the video has been tampered with. You start going into that doom spiral, losing your mind. You can't trust anybody, gaslighting yourself. You start seeing corners or figures in the corners of your eyes. And next thing you know, your game file's corrupted. You lose everything. You lose all your progress. You boot it back up and it's a different game. We were never playing Vostok. Oh, shit. Okay, I saw that shooter in his respective stairwell. I saw the muzzle flash. I'm gonna try to get to a better firing position on him. If he was here, this is where. There he is. Killed him. All right. Knew he was gonna pop eventually. All right, in we go. But yeah, I mean, it's just something to think about while you're laying there falling asleep. Think about all the things that you've brushed under the rug in your lifetime. Think about everything you've just swept away. And don't take that. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all the spooky instances that you've encountered that you didn't think anybody would believe you, so you just swept them away. Let me know down below in the comment section. Let me know what your spookiest moment was. Your official, oh shit, this is real. You know, if you are a skeptic, you haven't been turned to the dark side yet. If you're a skeptic, let me know what, or if you were a skeptic, let me know. Okay, here's this. If you are a current skeptic and you don't believe in the paranormal, you think it's a hoax, whatever, let me know what the most convincing, oh shit, look at that. And that is a quest completed for our friend the doctor. If you are a skeptic, let me know down below what the most convincing paranormal photo or video or whatever is to you. Paranormal story, anything. And if you're a believer that was formerly a skeptic, let me know what convinced you. Let me know what turned you. Ooh, I'll take that with us. Very good. Very good indeed. This was a very happy apartment. Very happy indeed. Gang, you got to let me know too if you have any suggestions for content, videos, etc. Please let me know. If you're content with what we're doing, then okay. But if there's something you want that I'm not doing or I haven't been keeping up with, please let me know. I am all ears at all times. Now, that is not to say that I won't have to, fit it in. It might take some time to get to it, but I do keep a running list of suggestions and whatnot. So, feel free to drop a comment. If you think it'll fit with the vibe of the channel, if you think it'll fit right in, let me know. If you think it's something totally unhinged, that might be a little strange, but we could get into it, then let me know. Okay, one down, 3 more levels to go. Someone left the lights on. That freaks me out every time. Oh shit, okay. Just had a fucking mini heart attack because I interacted with that. God damn. Okie dokie. Ah, look at this. How lucky are we? Ooh, very nice. Very nice, the coveted MP7. And thermal blanket. How much does this go for? $250? Yeah, as much as I'd like to take it because it is very rare. It just doesn't serve a purpose. It doesn't really sell. I mean, I guess we could find a spot for it at home. I'm going to take it since we're not really finding too much. But the MP7 is definitely something I would like to carry on with us. We do have one at home, and it is a beaut. Perhaps we'll use one of these repair kits on it. I don't have enough ammo to really take it out. I could run it as a secondary though, and just do CQB with it, and then transition to our rifle once we're outside or whatnot. The possibilities are endless. Okay, we have a shooter outside. Alright, let's, I'm gonna transition back to our Polaris for the time being. Give us that nice, bright, wide-angle light. Fucking Christ, dude. God damn, son. Okay. You guys see him? God damn it, I don't see this fucking guy. He's close. And that's concerning. He's close and I can't pinpoint where he is. I do not like that. God. Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm playing fucking tag with the guy. Alright, I'm moving back. I'm stopping here and get us healed up. Our helmet's fucking dusted. Our plates essentially dusted. Fantastic. God damn. Oh, those guys are... they are what they are. They're lunatics. Absolute lunatics. Well, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. Let's, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and run upstairs. We'll work this one top down. We're gonna get into a bathroom on the top floor, and we're going to sleep for the rest of the night. I'm starting to kind of have some negative things to say about this LPVO. In my usage of it, not really the LPVO itself. I'm not utilizing it as effectively as we were at the beginning. I might throw a dot on here. Got 7 hours of sleep. It is 02 in the morning. Well, we'll try to stay contained in this building for the time being. At least until daybreak. Or this Khrushchevka in general. We'll take these with us. Make sure we're good. Alright, let's work top down, see what we can get. Okay. It's funny, I've been neglecting to check cabinets because I'm just looking for special crates, and you know, the one time we did end up finding something very nice, the harmonica. We still haven't found a guitar this time around, which is shit, we haven't found it any time around outside of the demo. And I was hoping to find one sooner than later, but we might be SOL for the time being. That's where we dropped our helmet. Just making sure it wasn't a new one. But what do we always say? It's better to be out of ammo and alive, or have... Shit. Oh my god. They're really testing my fucking patience today. That round sunk right past my armor. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely, we'll find more bandages. That's not a big deal, but I'm definitely gonna keep our health up. I do not want to, get caught with our health low against these guys. I'm half tempted to take up an observation position up here. Arms are all shaky. That shot seemed like it came from straight away. It could have been from the side, though. We are taking contact from this building on the right. Wonder if that's the culprit. I'm unsure, though. I'm not totally sure. For all I know, he could be in the Khrushchevka adjacent or parallel to us. You guys remember that game we played really early on the channel? It was part of the first 3 Scary Games compilation. It was called Terpany. That's what this is giving me Terpany vibes right now. Let's play as a average Joe who's I think they're getting off work and heating up food, and they witness a murder. I have no idea where that fucking shot came from, and I can't get the shooter to fire on us again. I'd really rather play it kind of safe, you know? See if we can't stir the hornet's nest here. I'm really paying close attention to the stairwells. Where could that shot have come from? Right in front of us, you see the special crate there in the playground. I've never once seen that before. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. If only we could get to there without getting fucking shot. Where are you? Shit. Fuck. 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 Okay, hold on. 240 bandages. Level 3 plate. Okay, I don't need the rest. It's definitely across the way. Motherfucker. Alright, let's switch back over to our Narva. We're burning through battery on our Polaris, which is no good. He's either going to push us or he's going to hold his position. Right now, I think he's going to hold. He can only see us when we're outside, it seems. Or maybe we're moving too fast inside for him to get a clear shot. We gave him plenty of fucking time to pull the trigger on us. There's a chance he's on the roof. Even though we did a pretty thorough scan of the roof. I didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean anything. It could have missed. Special crates can spawn in the playground, which is something we had just been ignoring. But that is good to know. very cool to know. I would like to know all the possible spawns, but I also don't want to break my immersion by looking it up. God bless. Okay. Oh, shit. I really don't want to switch buildings with a threat engaging us. He's not engaging us in the window, which is... or in the slits here, which is bizarre. I'm really overexposing myself right now on purpose. I'm trying to get him to fire on me. He could see us here, and that really doesn't narrow it down. I don't really remember which way the crack came from. It feels like it was over here. I feel like he was shooting at us from a square position, like right in front of us. This is something in combat that I don't think gets talked about enough is the trying to figure out where you took fucking contact from, especially if it was like one solitary shot. There's a story in like '04 about what they call him, Single Shot Freddy. You can look that up on the YouTube if you wish. There's a pretty funny story. This can't remember if they were Marines or if they were Army, but they were taking contact from this guy, and he was like, every couple of days, one shot or Single Shot Freddy shoots at us. And I think he's a blind, what do you say, a blind Afghan male. He said, why do you think he's blind? It's like, well, he can't shoot shit, but he's getting closer. He's getting closer every day, and it's getting scary. Oh, holy hell. Definitely worth checking. Sometimes we just get lucky. We just get lucky indeed. But that really does stop. That'll jam up. That can jam up an entire group's movement. Those pop shots like that just come from seemingly nowhere, and then the shooter will relocate. Perhaps not even fire another round. You might. Sniper tactics like that have been utilized all over the world. There's another example. The South Arma sniper. I don't remember if he was provisional IRA or what, but there was an IRA sniper or group that used the moniker, right? Kind of like a good example of that in modern time would be the what they call the Ghost of Kiev, which is very likely a group moniker that is portrayed as one person rather than just one person. But yeah, I think it was the provisional IRA. I can't remember. One of the IRA groups had utilized a 50 caliber sniper rifle in several attacks on British patrols in South Arma. So bad, so effectively that they actually did accomplish their goals of creating chaos. But it was never determined if it were multiple people or if it were just one gunman. It's assumed that there were two sniper teams coordinating with each other. But anti-material rifle, or the anti-material round 50 BMG is a pretty terrifying fucking round to have cracking over your head. Any round is scary to have cracking over your head, but you know, if you see what a 50 does to a static target, it'll definitely make you go, oh fuck. Like I'm in the I'm being engaged by something really nasty. Something very serious. Very serious indeed. Be looking like you got hit by a fucking train. I don't remember what the like what an impact what the fucking kinetic energy transfer is at the end of a 50 cal's flight. I'm sure that's all open public knowledge. You can give it a Google if you so desire to know that number. I do not remember. I know that 762 by 51, after traveling, I think 500 meters, somewhere between 3 and 500 meters, or maybe it's 800 meters. I can't remember. Somewhere between 5 and 800 meters. Somewhere between 5 and 800 meters, 762 by 51 still strikes the target with like 9,000 foot-pounds of pressure. Which is astonishing. That's like a gorilla swinging a sledgehammer onto the target. We really don't need this, but I'm taking it just in case. I think we have one. I don't know. I'm just kind of picking up what's cool right now. We're partially in this for the questing. I'm partially in this for to get fluff for the house. For the bunker. And we have fought tooth and nail to get to this point, so we are more than welcome to do so. Alright, gang. Let's I really don't want to hit this last Khrushchevka, not with the recent fucking shooting. I'm definitely a little hesitant to expose, or I really don't want to get into a CQB style instance with whoever the fuck's firing on us. So what we're gonna do instead is head over to terminal. We should get there. Yeah, we'll get there in daylight. We'll do our shit in terminal, and then we'll bounce back, and we can go back and forth as much as possible. Our only true goal for today is to find a... It is damn dark out here. Holy shit. Our only true goal for today's episode is to find the oil filter. If we do that, I'm happy as a clam. If we find other stuff, I'm happy too, but that's our priority. Where's there it is. Okay. I'm gonna double check, see if there's a special crate. There's nothing. Anything in the tents? Perhaps? They don't seem to have very good loot spawns, unfortunately. Off we go. See that beautiful dawn light shining. Her blue-gray eyes creeping over the sky. Off to terminal. Ah, yes. Very good. I don't hear anything nefarious so far. Alright, gang. Let's, we did a little organizing there. Let's, move on over and start hitting our shelters. In the terminal area itself, that's where we're going to find the oil filter. But first, you know, we have to look for our beloved green crates. Okie dokie. Nothing here. Nothing on the bandit. Ah, yes, very good. There's one here. And this is the sign that it's going to be a good raid. Ah, we found a voodoo. Very cool. We could put that up there. We don't need a cobra. I'll take the ammo, though. Hell yeah, put the voodoo on the MP7. That'll be the most disorienting fucking weapon system you've ever used. You don't know if you're coming or going. I'm in this weird middle ground. Like, I do like the LPVOs in-game, but I don't think their advantages necessarily outweigh the negatives. Like, you can accomplish damn near the same thing with an LPVO that you can with a fucking EOTech and magnifier. Now, there are a whole lot of considerations, and whatever works for you, and that's what you should do, you know? Don't fall victim to weird fucking branding cults and shit. Now, you know, there's stuff out there that works. You know, if it works, it works, and if it's highly rated for a reason, there's definitely a reason. But there, oh, whoa, look at this motherfucker. Oh my god. Holy shit. Now that is the find of the fucking century. And it wasn't even in a special crate. That's goddamn nuts. Ludicrous. Ludicrous, I tell you. I'm half tempted to go back and get that fucking cobra and put it on here, because I'm sick of looking at this voodoo, honestly. It's something about it in this episode has just upset me greatly. We already cleared this out, right? Why'd I close the door behind us? That's bizarre of me. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we're gonna switch this over. I may be able to get. We're gonna actually be able to see whether or not this is compatible. Whether this muzzle brake device is compatible with our weapon or not. We can't put that there. This is compatible. Okay, that was the ticket. That was the ticket indeed. Okay. Well, rightio, gang, rightio. Now we've got a cobra. This is sinful and shameful, to say the least, putting a cobra on a fucking 416. But you know what? We're gonna give it a redemption run. We're gonna give the cobra a redemption run. Are we on full? Yeah, I want to be on semi. I want to be on semi moving forward. Alright. Well, we're going to look around on the ground here. Going to probably look really goofy for a time here. Trying to identify a fucking oil filter. I have no idea what they look like, but apparently they have the same spawns as the oil samples. So, fingers crossed, this is easier than I think it's going to be. And we'll be in and out lickety-split in no time. This is the most industrial area in the game, though, so if it's going to spawn somewhere... I know it doesn't spawn in crates. I am checking for my own mental health, though. But this shit will spawn on the ground. And we're looking for a top, probably moderately dirty oil filter. What are you? A tourniquet. I don't know why that looked so fucking weird for a second. Jesus Christ. mind picking up all these tourniquets. I really don't need them. Alright, continuing on. Here are the rotors of a distant helicopter. This is one of the most relaxing moments we've had in a while in Vostok, just patrolling the terminal here. Actually taking that step back and soaking in the environment. We spend so much time running from place to place that sometimes we do lose sight of what's important in games like this. And looky here. In the shadow of these giants, a war is raging around us. Something awful has happened, and here we are. Persisting, existing, despite it all. For Vostok is our home. Area 05 is our home. And even though the lore is kind of leaning in the opposite way, like we came here of our own volition, why'd we come here in the first place, What would there be to gain here? I wonder what that is. I'm sure there are a lot of headcanons, a lot of stories you could... That sounded like a fucking helicopter crash. I'll have to be on the lookout for that moving back. I don't know if that's how it works, but I don't know what else that would have been, Unless it's just distant ambient noise. Ambient noise. Ambient noise. Ambient noise. Okay. Fingers. Shooter. Shooter close, shooter far. Can't tell. It was definitely a distant gunshot, but it could have been behind something. Ah, fuck. I see him. Up. Killed him. Okay. Just ambient noise. He told himself. Yeah, just some ambient noise. No problem. No problem. There's an oil sample. I'll tell you what, gang. I've been out here several times. Multiple times looking for oil samples, and for something that spawns in the same places as them, I've yet to see one. It's another explosion. The block is hot. That is for damn sure. Wonder if it could spawn over here. Just about anything seems like a possibility, doesn't it? Could check back here too. We don't really spend any time over here. I'm not extremely comfortable like getting away from the... This feels really far away for one reason or another. Perhaps it's just my comfort is much greater. I think we've been here once. My comfort is definitely greater on that side. But we gotta mitigate, or not mitigate, we gotta manage risk and reward. I think, yeah, we have been back here before. I remember this because I was like, well, there's actually nothing here. Except for this, this wood line that is no doubt patrolled. There's a special crate, though. That's great. I'll have that. Thank you. Very cool indeed. The shooter close. That's a damn good frag. I killed him. Good. I was gonna say that was a well-placed frag. I'm hoping he didn't get around the corner in time, but he did not. Sure as shit did not. Very good. Very good. That makes me feel good. I wonder how often, like in the lore, I wonder how often skirmishes are going to be happening between us and the military, the bandits, etc. Like, what does that look like? Is it an all-out guerrilla war? You know, are you going to have a separate faction that's more militant, that you know, wants something out of the zone, wants to establish their own control, or what's it going to look like? You know. Can't wait. Cannot wait for more. Cannot wait for more lore. I'm extremely excited. You know, people in a situation like this, you're definitely going to have looting, violence, etc. And for the most part, smaller groups will die out or get eaten up themselves, or consolidated and, you know, patched over into other groups. Assimilated would be a good word there. And disintegrated or assimilated, you know. And vice versa, you'd have, you know, after certain amounts of time, depending on the actions taken, you would have even large military groups dissolve based on how the situations are handled. I wonder if it's going to be fucking shit. I see him. I wonder if it's going to be a dynamic system or more of a predetermined course of events. I'm really excited to see that. Well, I'll tell you what, the issue with rocking the Cobra optic is we are definitely using much more ammo. To make sure that we're killing our targets at range. Now it is nice. Don't get me wrong. I am well, look at that. We got it back, but it is nice to have more of an open field of view, especially after not. But it's almost better to just keep the voodoo on top. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing this oil filter, gang. We might have to reset it. Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. We haven't found a single SVD the entire game, and all of a sudden we found 2 on the same run. That's unbelievable. Both in Vostok, too, is absolutely unbelievable. Unheard of. That's crazy as fuck. Hell yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna reset it, gang. Okie dokie, moving right along. That's a shooter. That's not a fucking tree. Yep. Something you've got to be adept at as a rifleman at any level is being able to pick out targets. Pick out targets in your surrounding area. You've got to be able to look at a big portrait like this and be able to pick out little details, and that the more you progress up the rifleman chain, essentially, from whether it be just standard rifleman up to your designated marksman, and then, you know, collimating and sniper and or special operations sniper, that is your or that skill itself will be developed even further. You've got to be proficient at a damn near superhuman level at spotting differences. Gang, we're gonna run up here briefly and quickly. We're gonna run over to one of the compound Khrushchevkas. This one's the closest. We'll just run over here real quick and see if we can't grab some food. Preferably Bev, but we'll find what we can find. I'm actually going to take a moment to search these structures. Okay, this just seems like a damn good spot for an... Is he low? Well, it's concerning that I don't see him. Okay. All right. I'm starting to feel like a cinematic masterpiece coming together. Okay. Well, we are definitely burning through our fucking ammo today, my friends. We are definitely burning through our ammo. All in the name of staying alive. Staying alive. I didn't mean to do that, but I do realize that I just parroted the song. They called him Observer Monk 2 times. Why'd they call him that? Because he said everything twice. He said everything twice. Oh my god, it's funny when you become aware of shit you do like that, you tend to do it more as you're actively attempting to avoid doing whatever the thing is that you're doing. Ba 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 ba. Well, I guess we're just stuck here for a little bit, doing some looting. Oh, yes. Juice is good. BTR is not good. That's, my mental health would drop 10 points in real life if I heard a BTR outside and I didn't have a fucking law on my back. There we go. Huh. So, well, that fucking sucks. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, motherfucker. Let's, pack a mag. No, not the can. Son of a bitch. Okay. Pack up our mags. We have plenty of ammo. We're not really burning through it at the rate at which we're picking it up. They're balancing each other out perfectly. If we need more 5.56, we can find it just about anywhere. We are carrying a bunch of stuff that we don't necessarily need at present. I'm gonna go ahead and take this as an opportunity to go. Like the LVPC that we don't need to take with us. It would complete our set, and I would be very happy about that. But it's not a necessity. I'm gonna go ahead and dip while that BTR is distracted. I'm gonna get behind concrete, even though this concrete is shit. Holy fuck. I'm glad I can't see it. I feel like I'm being chased by a dinosaur right now. Alright. Off to the terminal once again. Alright, we're going to stop in place and have a sip of juice. And eat our pears. Alright, that gives us plenty of wiggle room for the time being. I am gonna throw the voodoo back. Fuck me. God damn it. Okay. Oh my god, did we lose it? No, we didn't. Okay. I was gonna say, that fucking blows. Okay, there's a shooter up ahead. Fuck. Okay. Hold on, what? We're on full. Let's get this set back up. Okay, that's good for me. That's a little too far. That's about perfect. You got to think about these optics too. You know, when you're thinking about utilizing something for CQB, you want... Oh, shit, that cracked over my fucking nog. Okay. From where? You kind of want something that's got a... I don't see this fucking guy. Oh yeah, now I see somebody. Okay. Check our... Not too shabby, not too shabby. Alright, my grovel with the LPVO is over. I think I just wanted to change the scenery, but I'm perfectly fine continuing to use this. Anything negative I said, just assume that was an emotional reaction I was having, and I want you to discount that as fact. The LPVO is great. Now the thing with the LPVO, when you're thinking of a short dot, not specifically the Schmidt and Bender short dot, but when you're thinking of a short dot like this, you want something compact, you want something lightweight. Obviously, that can punch out to distance. You want something with a a variable throw handle, something that's realistic. And they make these in 1 to 8 magnification, and then they make them starting at 3.5 up to fucking 10-time magnification for more range demanding jobs. But if you're utilizing one of these, I imagine that you are in a role that requires you to constantly be changing between close engagements and distant engagements with a minimum engagement distance of like 100 meters. I just don't see people running these indoors. Not often, at least. You know, not without something canted to the side, like I mentioned before. If I ran one of these and I planned on being, look at that fucking thing. Hell yeah. If I ran one of these though, and planned on being indoors as often as we are here, I would 100% cant a red dot off the rear of this. Or on top, dependent. Probably to the side for interior if I was doing a lot of CQB. Outside, though, you and this is my opinion, and you can have multiple, you can have different feelings or different opinions about this. It's all based on the individual shooter, which we talked about before. But like, if I put a fucking RMR or something on top of my optic, it's because I'm fighting outside, right? Like here, say I have this zoomed in, so I could just transition straight up instead of transitioning like this, which this is already kind of a natural stance to take when it comes to, you know, close quarters battle. It's not such a drastic change, right? Like I'm out here, we're engaging, and then I can't to move interior, right? Whereas if I were fighting outside or in like a really rural environment for extended periods of time, in the mountains, wherever, I would definitely have the dot mounted on top on a short rail. I'm gonna try to cut this guy off because he's gonna be moving down on us, and then we'll do what we do in the terminal, and fingers crossed we find what we're looking for. Oh, fuck me. Holy shit, okay. God damn it. I'm not about to move up that fucking thing if I don't have to. I thought he was coming down, but alas, he is not. That's my fault for not paying more. Yeah, come here, motherfucker. Okay. Well, he's going to be a pain in my ass for the foreseeable future, but I guess we could use this as an opportunity to get a lay of the land. See him just go limp and just slowly glide down. There's a special crate right there. Okay, so special crates can spawn up here. They just decide, based on some strange arcane Necronomicon-esque, maybe even Gnostic decision-making system, when to spawn. Shit's got me itching for the green crates, man, like a fucking addict. I'm out here sweating them. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. They broke my fucking helmet. God damn it. I can't keep a fucking blue helmet on to save my life. Maybe that's a good thing. Fucking running around a combat zone, and you know, if I were in that situation, granted perfect conditions, and you know, the first thing I'm doing is spray painting that fucking thing a different color. It's like the UN Peacekeeper helmets. You could take one of those fucking things and buff it down with your sanding item of choice, whether that be just some fucking gritty sandpaper or some or an angle grinder or whatever, and then fucking spray that thing. Make something totally impractical and goofy into something something you could utilize. If you have to wear a helmet in whatever situation you're in outside of combat, then I feel fucking sorry for you, dude. shit sucks. R.I.P. your neck. I've talked about that before, how, you know, like the... Oh, there's one over there, too. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I've talked about the pros and cons and the do's and don'ts, or like when you should be wearing a helmet, or when I would wear a helmet, personally. Again, opinions, and everyone's got one. And, you know, there's a lot of different schools of thought for that shit. I say if you're moving in a vehicle, you should probably have a helmet on. If you're moving in a vehicle or you're moving through an urban environment, you should probably have a helmet on. At minimum, a bump-style helmet, something to, you know, keep your brain from getting jostled around. Wait, hold on. If we put this here, we can put this here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I see, I see. Do we want that M4? I kind of want that M4. Kind of is the key word. Should I get rid of this armor plate? It's a level 2 plate. I'm getting rid of it. I don't need it. It doesn't really help us though, does it? It's still going to require us to make sacrifices. Sacrifices that I don't know if we're ready to make. Yeah, like we can cut down on our gear, but I still can't take that M4 unless I do this. Could do that as well. And then bring you back, right? Yeah, that works. Okay. Fair enough. What are we here for? Oil filters. We're still supposed to be looking for the fucking oil filter. John Vostok has been doing a poor job. We're doing a great job finding all the loot we can carry, but not a very good job of staying task and goal oriented in this episode. Well, not our overt tasks, our the things that we had written out, the things that we plan to do, those are falling by the wayside, because I know there's precious loot. Once we secure the contents of this special crate, I think we're going to start. We'll start over here. We'll pick a corner and we'll walk in a grid pattern, or like a modified grid pattern, and see if we can't find an oil filter. If we're gonna find it, it's gonna be here. Like it's just our best shot. Our best shot at finding it is right here. I see why it's worth it to check up here now for special crates. I wonder how many times I've missed one. Nothing particularly great here. We will go ahead and reload, though. That's always a good thing. I love finding ammo out. I love the mess tin. I just love the fucking color of this thing. Most mess tins that you find that are green at all in the 3-piece style, or that andinized green, you find it. Oh my god, it was fuck. Okay, shit. Where's that shooter? I see him. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna fucking tussle. That's it. I'm getting me mallet. You see him out of Germany. There were some Czech. God damn it. Yeah, we're not safe. The block is hot. The block is hot. But it's like a really, it's that stereotypical army green, olive drab color. It's not this beautiful teal that is here in Vostok. And good luck if you're looking for like an original Finnish mess kit. Good fucking luck to you. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we're sandwiched. There's a shooter over here that knows where we are, and his entrance is right. No, it's not. Okay, so the entrance is over here. He's got to move around if he wants to fucking fire on us, which gives us a tactical advantage. Unless he's trying to move around. Oh, he's right here. I imagine they've got decent memory. I'm not above throwing that last frag, too. I'm not gonna let him take us on a chase. We do have a highly defensible position. Fuck me. Alright. Let's say, that is a dead guy. Hey, folks, I told you wrong the other day when I was talking about that Sean Penn movie. Sean Penn was in The Gunman. That was right. But Dead Man Down is the one where the lady who, the lady from, fuck, what's it called? From True Detective Season 2 played the character across the way. I don't remember what that premise was, but I'm sure it was decent. I don't know if it was good at all, actually. I'm sure it was fine. I can't imagine it wasn't. Some movies do just suck, objectively. It's just like that sometimes, I suppose. Alright, we're about to get full over here, and we're gonna make the great escape. I'm gonna make the great escape back to Vostok here momentarily, or to the apartments. I'm going to do the run that we talked about and just be on our P's and Q's about getting shot in the ass. Preferably, we don't get shot at all. Still no sign of the oil filter. I just can't imagine it not sticking out, you know. Somewhat, obviously, right? The gray head of a bandit. El Bandito. seeing shit. Man, fucking pray for me. Pray for my fucking mental well-being. What is that? That is metal on the ground. That's an oil sample. Looks like they're taunting me. Big bowling pins. Golden milk jugs, as the doctor said. Just fucking staring at me. Watching me bumble around, scramble, attempting to find these oil filters. I don't see anything yet, still. I do hear helicopters in the distance. Ah, cool. Ah, very good. Now, what does the Thor go on? Interesting. Interesting. Very good. Very good indeed. Another stellar find. Another stellar find. It's another P3 magazine. Oh. There's a fucking shooter right outside here. That's concerning. I think the closest gap... Okay, there's one behind us and there's one in front of us. Behind these red Connex boxes. Here's footsteps. Now, what direction he chooses to go is going to depend... Well, actually, I think he's going to get... I can't say that I'm giving him a choice. He's probably going to get killed no matter what direction he goes. We're going to go the long way. No, we're not. We're going to go the short way. Alright, we'll reconvene here momentarily. We'll reconvene on the other side of the border here. Do I have another melatonin? Fuck. No, I don't. Of course I don't. Oh.
Нахуй пошел, тебе здесь не место.
Okay. I didn't mean to reload, but good thing we did. Well, not that it made a difference actually, but I definitely hit the wrong key. I was trying to hit our laser device. Beautiful, beautiful night in Vostok. Running through the wood line in the 05 border zone, area 05 border zone. It is a beautiful night indeed. You know, in the last few parts we have gotten well, in not the last part, but in the two parts prior to that. Sorry, God bless. Okay, so we're gonna avoid that structure entirely. Check the playground. We're just coming here for food essentially, and we'll sleep if we're provided with melatonin or a pillow or anything like that. We most definitely will. Keep us fighting in the daylight. We've yet to find a single fucking pair of night vision goggles. Their spawn rate has to be so low. There's only one set too in game. It's not like we're holding out for some L3 Harris quad nods, you know. You know, there's something I find funny about night vision in games. in the context of a military shooter, a milsim, or a fucking game like Operator, I wouldn't really call that a milsim. When I think of milsim, I think about people who like spend exorbitant amounts of time like training with a unit. That might be an outdated thing in recent years. And no, I never did that. But yeah, I don't think milsim like that is it's really too much of a thing anymore. I know people take that shit really seriously. A lot of groups do. There's like clans and shit that still participate, but you know, whatever. C'est la vie. But when I think of milsim, I do think of Arma or, well, that's about it, really. I guess Bellum, Project Reality Squad, Hell Let Loose. Now, Rising Storm and its brothers in arms, like Insurgency, Sandstorm. Not so much milsim as it's like a hybrid between a hardcore military shooter and a. I was listening for footsteps. Between a hardcore military shooter and an arcade shooter for sure, especially in recent years. The first Insurgency I remember being a little more grounded, but not to say that Sandstorm's not still grounded. It's just a lot of cosmetics and whatnot. God damn, they're trying to fucking upset me. Okay, well, this doesn't go on that. That's a problem. We need food and bev. Look at our hydration. Why was I talking about that in the first place? What made me bring up milsims? Oh my god, we're gonna fucking get dehydrated. We gotta not do that. We gotta fucking find some goodies. Find something to eat and drink, like now. It's just bad luck. Bad luck indeed. Ah, yes, meatballs. I'll have those. Why the fuck was I talking about milsims, gang? Oh, man. Get a while. I'm like Isaac Clarke with my early onset dementia. I'm just here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm hanging out. I'm here for the ride. And I'm strapped. I'm fucking buckled in tight. I tell you what. It'll come to me eventually. Oh, I remember. Yes, I see you, motherfucker. Show your fucking head again. You've got to be kidding me. He dipped around. Oh, okay. So the AI wants to be smart cookie, huh? Yes. Okay. Oh, well, I'll catch you again. Don't worry. Bastards. So... in the context of games like that, you know, when you're rocking, like, even a standard infantry dude is gonna have, like, your standard line unit, fucking light infantry or not, you're gonna be rocking, the PVS 14 monocle. It's just part of your standard issue kit. And then, depending on what operational level you go to in the future, you'll either still be wearing the, like, it's not unheard of for Ranger Battalion to still use a fucking PVS 14. Now, dual tube nods like your PVS 7s, your Also made by L3 Harris, your ENVGBs, which are your dual tubes. Then you've got like the PQ42s or whatever the fuck those are called. You have all these different crazy nods. And then, you know, you go up to your tier 1 units and they're exclusively using your L3 Harris quad tubes, or your stereotypical spider eye night vision that we all know and love. And then there's like the introduction of shit like a Coddy and whatnot, but that's not the real kicker here. The reason we're talking about that in the first place is when you're working with a unit or you're a part of a unit like that, you know, you gear up for mission, right? You make sure that you have everything before you step off. You do gear checks, passive gear checks. You do a gear check with a buddy. You do, you know, your own layouts and whatnot. There's a whole system to what comes prior to stepping off on mission, or even, you know, starting transit to your staging area before your mission, whatever it happens to be. And like I said, you have your checks, your buddy checks, and the higher up the chain you go in the operational sphere, or the higher your op tempo, the more the more reliable everybody is in general, right? So anyways, the reason I'm saying that is because you aren't going to be stepping off and realize that you don't have a fucking Rhino mount for your nods, you know? In games like that, it would not make any sense for what I'm about to say. In games like Vostok, though, where you're acquiring, or DayZ or anything like that, where you're acquiring these devices as you go, you're finding them in bits and pieces. Like you might need to find some fucking CR123 batteries, or you might need some. You might need to find a mount, or have to figure out some way to mount the optic on your helmet, or whatever it is that you've previously acquired, and you know that goes on and on. It's just something that's I don't feel like that's really touched on too often. I think that would be a really neat game mechanic. Is like, yeah, I got these fucking awesome nods, but I have no mount for them. You know, might be frustrating. I can't really tell. 50-50 chance. It's all right. Let's head back to the terminal. Well. It's a less than beautiful day here. If you don't like rain, we do have a gray, overcast sky. It's rather nice. It's rather nice. The only downside is this rolling thunder. It's gonna make it a little bit more difficult to hear the bad guys. No goodies so far. I don't even know what the fuck we're gonna do if we find something cool. We're gonna have to really make some crucial decisions, aren't we? But, you know, through all this stuff we talk about, I mean, we're kind of hitting the same notes, you know? And it really all boils back down into you as a warfighter, whatever level you're at, you need to be adaptive above all. That's one of our big things here on the channel is, you know, observe, adapt, eliminate. We formulate a battle strategy based on what we're able to observe, what we see out here in the world. we adapt to the circumstances, we rise to the challenge, and then we fucking smoke the opposition. And we just continue doing so, even over multiple evolutions, multiple runs, whatever. That's the thing, and that's what we strive to do in real life too. We you know, we adapt. We are not stagnant. We are evolving. We are evolving creatures. We can always get better. You can always, you know, push a little harder, push a little further, be a little stronger, learn a little more, shoot a tighter group, you know, run an extra 500 meters, whatever it happens to be that whatever challenge that you're facing in your daily life. Fucking bang out your, you know, one additional assignment, get ahead in a class, or you know, get promoted at work, whatever it is. And keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. They don't fucking stop for anybody, and don't let anyone tell you what to do. Ever. You make your own decisions. Don't let anybody fucking boss you around and tell you what to do, and tell you who you need to be or what you need to be. You are a free, liberated human. Fucking having that knowledge, and when you finally grasp that concept in your head that you are your own fucking destiny, you are your own person, that is when things will fall into place for you. That is when you are free. And it's only once you're free are you able to really, you know, realize and recognize your potential and your greatness. And every human is worth you know, is worth the shot at greatness, right? Little did you know when you signed on to this channel that this was just a major occult indoctrination. Okay, still no fucking oil filters, gang. We're looking pretty damn hard, I tell you what. There's a oil sample. God, son of a bitch. I'd hate to get into a gunfight here and get stuck in this corridor. I'm borderline claustrophobic already. I don't like tight spaces, man. I do all right, but I definitely don't like them. I can keep my cool, but I want out of them as soon as possible, if that makes sense. I don't like that feeling of being constricted, you know? Another oil sample. Is that? No, that's a fucking marking. I saw this this warning sign. I thought it was like the side of a filter. I don't even really know what we're looking for, to be honest with you. Like, I know what an oil filter looks like. I don't know if it's gonna be big or fucking small. I don't know how much wear is on it. I don't know if it's gonna blend in like crazy. If it's just gonna be on the surface. If it's under this pipe. I don't know. I don't know. That's not good. Is he up above? I feel like we heard him, like, really close for... I'm gonna keep looking. Box of nails. Another suppressor. We can put this on... Shit. Oh, man. Which one's more valuable? The monster is, really. We've got just about every... I think we have every suppressor in the game now that we've found this Thor. He's a leopard. Badass. I'm actually going to switch this over and put the voodoo down below. So the leopard has a unique optic on it, and we can actually set this one a little further back. It's got a T-shape that I really like, and it's got that dot in the center, mill dots and the dot in the center. I usually don't like T-shaped optics, or reticules, I should say, but I do like this one. I am partial to it. I would love to know what this is based off of, so if you know what the leopard is based off of in real life, and if I don't find it first, I'll let you know. I actually forgot to look this up last time. So, if you find it, let me know. Let me know, because I'm always interested in new stuff. Son of a bitch, man. We're having a time with these fucking oil filters. Find it under the tank, perhaps? On top of the tank? You know, there was a point in time, like an episode ago or 2 episodes ago, where I thought we might be able to pull them off the tractor. I thought they might spawn on the tractor itself. And then we started looking in cars, and it's, you know, we're doing our damnedest in here, gang. We're doing our best. That's all you can ever ask for is your best, you know. That's something my dad always said to me, you know, when it came to doing whatever it was. He said, you know, as long as you go to bed, and before, you know, you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I did everything I could. And that's what makes all the difference. And that stuck with me and impacted the way I look at things so hard from such a young age forward. And it's something that he never doubled back on, and my dad never doubled back on anything he said, you know. If he said it, he meant it, and, oh shit. You know, that's one quality that I try to exude in my life, is that honest quality that my dad has. He's just, is who he is, and there's no, you know, no shame in it. He is perfectly content being himself, and if he fucking said it, he meant it, you know. We got what's coming up? We got Mother's Day coming up, gang. I can't believe we're having so much fucking trouble finding this. I was really, really expecting it to be kind of blatantly obvious once we found out, you know, where to look, what we were looking for. But, alas, it is not. Alas, it is not. I'm gonna double check the ground spawns, like in some of these hot spots, and just see if I may have overlooked it, and then we'll loop around here. Got our frag back. It's like a nice gift after throwing one, you get another one. I would always like to have more than one frag, no less. But I would definitely... I definitely would like to have more than 2. Never 0, but definitely one or more frags at all times, especially when we're this deep in the zone. I'd be walking around like a fucking Lrrp with 8 frags on my kit. That's gonna be the name of this episode. LRP. Alright, we're gonna pop back. This is gonna be a really super cool hypercut. We're actually going to stop here and eat real quick. What do we have? We got some pea soup. Only the finest, of course. Pea soup. And drink some juice. Alright, we're just gonna cross the border, and I'll see you folks shortly. Alright, gang. We had a nice rest right here. There was a mattress in here, which you may or may not have seen. I'm not totally sure. But I did decide to rack out right here. We're gonna move up the stairs and check and see if there's a green crate in here. And then we're gonna move back to terminal. We have spent now 3 entire, maybe 4 days. I think this will be our 3rd entire day spent in Vostok, running back and forth. It's definitely a wacky feeling. I feel you know, at home here in the weirdest way. I feel very connected. Very connected to Vostok here. I know it might sound bizarre, but it's definitely like this, I don't know, this innate feeling like I'm meant to be here in Vostok. I'm meant to be across the border, you know? I feel like I'm looking for something, you know? And I don't really know what that thing is. I just feel like there's something out here that wants to be discovered, and I'm going to be the fucking one to do it. John Vostok. 10,000 years, baby. 10,000 years. Pop our head over here. All right. It's a nice sunny day. We should have good luck. Should being the strong keyword here. There's a shooter right over the hill here. There he is. There's a special crate there, though, so we got something to look forward to. That's always nice. Egress here, and we'll come down this rock face. And we'll come up here by these oil tanks or gas tanks, whatever they are. Yep. That's a dead bad guy. What's that? Batteries. Ah, very nice. We actually could utilize those very quickly. We'll throw them in our Polaris. I was gonna say we could throw them in our CD player, but I remembered we were conscientious of our usage, and we did do that in the last part. I think it was the last part. Had another we had another jam sesh, so they say. Ah, wow. What a nice surprise. Well, you know what? I'm going to fix one of these SVDs to save space. How about that? VSD. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck. Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. For the love of fucking Christ, hurry up. Oh, that sucks so fucking bad. Fingers crossed it doesn't spot us. Okay. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. Everything's cool, everything's fine. This will go on here. Right? We can, totally drop this to make room for this guy. Yes, yes, okay. Please don't fucking notice me, BTR. They should they should stay on the main roads, right? They're not, oh my god. I don't fucking know. Fuck! Oh my god, that makes my life so much more fucking difficult than it needs to be. Good thing there's a special crate. Yes. Jesus fucking Christ, the last thing we needed. Alright. Level 2 plates. Well, it looked a lot better from a distance until we actually started looking at the contents. Ugh. That sucks. That is such a bad feeling. The Vostok cryptid is becoming the hunted for sure. I wonder if I could throw a fucking frag right on. I think I'd mentioned this before. Do the old trick of the frag in the driver's hatch. I don't think it works like that though. We are relatively safe, depending on our position. Oh, please stay away from me. Okay. Okay, we're fucking doing it. I'm gonna go in right here in the center. Alright, we're gonna try to keep this a little bit more brief. That BTR should go away on its own, but, you know, I'm not holding my breath. Let's, do our searching. Do our searching, and then we'll get on out of here. You know what the best part about picking up this this car is that we can convert the other one sitting at home to the 308 platform and not have to spend 10K on one. And that is a great win. That is a great victory. Sounds like that BTR rolled off, which is fantastic news. Joyous, like, jump in the air news. BTR makes me nervous, gang. It does. Now the problem is, oh, we do have a 4 slot open. In the event we find one. So that's good to know. We're gonna run up and down like this. Actually run in the aforementioned grid pattern. And hopefully it'll just jump right up at us. We'll step on it like a fucking landmine. I didn't like whatever I just heard. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll go down this strip. There's a shooter up ahead. I don't know if he's on the ground or not. Or up high. He's probably up on one of these silos, to be honest with you. Yeah, I've got no eyes on this fucking guy. No good. No good, gang. Shit. No oil filter, and there's another oil sample. I think it would just be sitting around. That's some tricky fucking behavior right there. Did you see where that oil filter was? I mean, that water bottle, sorry. That is a tricky location indeed. We've still got a shooter behind us somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. He tried to put a shot on us and it didn't work out for him. We did nick his buddy. It's one of these fucking things here. We're gonna go back down the other side and see if we can't find anything here. God, I keep getting my fucking hopes up, man. Another sample. Flattened him out. We may just have to take another break. If forcing it doesn't work, you know, it's unfortunate, but it might just be the way it is. We'll look over here too, over here in the under the covered areas and whatnot. We'll look close to the vehicles and just keep looking and looking. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be just one of those lucky duckling things, like finding a guitar or a harmonica, you know? It's not like we got anywhere to be. It's nice to have tasks to attend to. It's nice to toil. It feels good. I find respite in it. I find respite in work, hard work and challenges. It's cathartic for me, indeed. Cathartic indeed. All right, gang. Welcome back to the humble apartments. We admittedly did not have the luck finding the oil filter that I was hoping for. There's a special crate there under the playground and a shooter over here somewhere. I'm taking a massive risk because I love these crates so much. I do. Best loot in the game. Oh, and see, it was pretty much worth it, wasn't it? Not really. Let's try to organize some stuff real quick. I wonder if we put these back and do this, and then take one of these mags. What should we do? Take this. I'll have that. Oh, fuck. Okay, we've just been spotted, I believe. This is that high-risk, high-reward gameplay, huh? Oh, yes. Please don't notice me. Not yet, at least. Quickly unload. Quickly unload. Fingers crossed we don't get jumped. Fingers crossed, yes. Everything's good. Everything's good. Alright, now let's get the fuck out of here. Wait a second. Why are we doing that? Wait, no, we already have one of these. The whole reason I wanted the plate carrier to begin with was so that we could, oh my god, I'm an idiot. My bad, gang. The whole reason we wanted a plate carrier, or, oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay. The whole reason we wanted that Ranger Green plate carrier was because it's the one we don't have back at home. We have the K19 in foliage green, Ranger Green, whatever it's supposed to be. It's like wolf gray, if it were left out in the sun for like a year. But yeah, we have that. Oh man, I'm goofy. Well, it didn't hurt anything. It didn't hurt anything at all. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's get out of here and we'll go to the doctor and we'll go turn in our harmonica. And call it a beautiful day. Another day survived in Vostok. Another day indeed. Seems like the BTR patrols may be getting a little heavier. Now they might have increased spawn rates in Vostok. I don't know for certain. Yeah, you see they're going around that Khrushchevka there. We're going to skedaddle before they get on our ass. What time is it? 15. Okay, we got plenty of time to get across the fucking minefield before the sun goes out. I've got a little treat planned for you guys. You guys gotta stick around just a little bit longer. I got something for you. I've been cooking it up in my nog. Will not fall victim to your... Oh, I almost did. I almost did. You motherfuckers. I will not fall victim to your primitive traps on the ground. I am too elevated. I'm floating high above the battlefield right now. And it's not the ashwagandha. No, 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 no. It's not. No, I am just in tune. I am in tune with the earth. Oh yes, me and the forest spirits have been talking, and they've been telepathically transmitting the signals to me to tell me the location of the landmines. Yes, this is a new development after all, because I did pop one on our way up here. This is in the last 20 minutes. This happened. Yes, yes, yes. The wood elves. The wood elves. They're here to help. I can't wait to see what Shaman looks like, the dude up north. Apparently the north is unaffected by this bullshit, quote unquote, by the generalist. So that's where there's good fishing and good hunting, apparently. All sorts of goodies up there in general. Can't wait to see more about that. Can't wait to see what the Shaman character looks like and why they call him Shaman. The last dude that I liked that was called Shaman was the fucking Forever Winter character, and he wore a massive skull with it's like a horse skull or a bull skull on his head, and it's draped in yellow like the the king in yellow. Very scary character, but very cool. And he spoke in that, like, really eloquent prose that you hear, like, V, or number 5 from V for Vendetta, and whatnot, speaking that really proper, eloquent prose. Almost in like riddle form, you know? Really cool character. Not as cool as Gasman. Gasman was just there, or Maskman, not Gasman, sorry. Maskman was just fucking thugging it out, dude. He was in a bind, indeed. Maskman was struggling. Okie dokie. I think I'm just gonna cut straight across and not. No, I can't because we have a lot of shit to trade the doctor for. We have to go drop some stuff off at least. Hydration just hit 0. That's dumb of me. We just barely caught it. You saw how rapidly that hits, though. It's a very bad condition indeed to be dehydrated or starving. It does, unfortunately, take 1 health per 10 seconds, if I remember correctly. The metric. There's a pretty quick and rapid decrease. But we survived. We survived our reconnaissance patrol of Vostok, attempting to find that which we did not, the oil filter, the elusive oil filter. I'm starting to believe it doesn't exist. Ah, yes, back home, our beautiful home. Son of a bitch! Oh my God! This whole time. This whole time we didn't have a... Oh my God, this whole time we didn't have an MO5 LV PC plate carrier. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess that's redundant to say LV PC. You know what I mean. The hell with it. Let's get all this stuff off here. Remove the mag and clear the chamber. Empty this out. Okie dokie. We're actually about to convert you. Yeah, very good. All right, let's do a quick gear drop. All these goodies. Very good, very good. Oh my, what a beautiful rifle. What a beautiful rifle indeed. That is fucking stunning. Absolutely stunning. The coveted Dragunov, the SVD. All right, let's go put these bits and bobs over here. Go put our blade back now that we've got it. There we go. That'll be our cooking utensil from now on in our lure. And then we do need a place to put the peck. I'm going to I'm going to refrain from using it on this device, or on this weapon, excuse me. Because the peck sits up top, and whereas this laser sits on the side, it is out of my way when I'm aiming. I want my field of view uncluttered. Alright. Then we'll go throw our bandages in here and then go off. Go off back into the world of Vostok. I'm gonna put this Narva somewhere. It deserves a home. The unsung hero, truly, of Vostok is the Narva. Another first aid kit for us and a spare magazine. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Oh, we have a ton of 223. What am I worried about? Ah, I forgot about this guy. Yeah, you look fucking weird right now, guy. You look really weird. Alright, you won't look like that forever. That's cursed. The cursed MP7. Oh yeah, we need food and bev. Jesus. Oh, I didn't mean to eat that. Fuck. I meant to drink the juice. All right. Let us rock and roll. Let's go talk to the doctor, and then I will bid you adieu. Is that how you say that? Adieu? Adieu? Adieu is the pan drippings, the delectable pan drippings. We honestly, you know what? Fuck it. I'm sleeping. I'm not moving at night. Not with Outpost being compromised and us coming off of a 4-day Vostok run. Oh, well, 6 hours is better than no hours. We're running at such a fucking high op tempo. Our dudes all over the place. All right, we should have good visibility though, and whatnot. Can I? Oh, I can. Very cool. All right. A really windy day today. Just do a really basic sweep, because there's no point in walking over top of this stuff without checking it for loot, especially when we know that IFAKs can spawn here, and we need one more to finish off our doctor's quest. I've never seen one in the doctor's shop at school, but it probably doesn't spawn there. I highly doubt that you can barter for that. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it, and I've played the fuck out of Vostok. Well, that was the surprise that I had cooked up for you folks at home. I hope you enjoyed. That's really cool. I love the playable instruments in here. I think that's really cool, especially the humble harmonica and the guitar. The Stalker's two preferred instruments, right next to the accordion. It would be kind of comical to see someone playing an accordion in an apocalyptic scenario, though. I must admit. Now, the BTR did spawn right in the middle of that, so that was kind of funny. When it rains, oh, it pours. It pours. As Mafra says, when it rains, it fucking pours. But I think I like it. If you haven't heard that cover yet, it's been taking the internet by storm. It's definitely worth checking out if you like music. All right, moving interior. Okay, we very clearly heard somebody in here. Very clearly. It's kind of concerning. They must be in a classroom. A perfect 1911. What a bizarre but not unwelcome find. Alright, what does this corpse have? Just a nomad backpack. Perhaps we can trade it. Alright, let us see here. Oh yes, you want the harmonica. Unfortunately for us, we must bid it farewell. But we do get 3 first aid kits.
No need.
3 first aid kits as a result, and that leaves us with one more task, and that requires the gym key. Fingers crossed that we'll find it. Fingers crossed indeed. Might take an office table. No. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I can't take the bandages though.
Hyvä. Ei anneta kivulle valtaa. Päivää.
Well, gang. I think we're gonna search the school very quickly, and this will be the end of this episode. Holy cow! I love when it does that. Even if there's nothing in it, I just love to see the abundance of loot. I really do enjoy that. Let's. Someone's moving below us. Now, where... He fucking hit me. You've got to be kidding me. I was putting fucking... Oh, never mind. I put fucking 5 in his chest. Perhaps more. And he got a shot off with the Mosin. Didn't hit our plate, but... Unreal. Unreal. I do suppose anything's possible, huh? We were hitting him low. We hit him right across his fucking A-zone, though. Double check here. Nothing good, nothing good. Got like, what, 3 more classrooms or so? Not counting our own. That'd be some shit if the classroom key would spawn in our classroom. Nothing thus far. I think it's gonna have to wait again. Again and again. I'm definitely in no mood to redo that. Can we? No, we can't. We've tried this before. You can't crouch jump. Already checked this stuff, right? Yeah, that's where we found the 1911. Body has nothing. Can move over here though and check this out real quick. All right, well. Well, that is the end of that. Still looking for that fucking oil filter. Still looking indeed. And it's a hard find, I tell you what. It is a very difficult, very tricky piece to nail down. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it indeed. We'll find it eventually, just like we find everything else. And we'll be back again for another part of John Vostok. I usher you to come and join me. Come and join me as we blow up a variety of bandits with various explosive devices, various grenades we find out in the field. There's a animation for everything, and I love that. I love that for us. Look at this thing. Oh, look, it's even got the Vars Streleka logo carved into it. So, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more content on the way as always. Something for everybody, no doubt. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, games you want me to play, videos you want me to make, please let me know down below in the comment section. The comment section is the best way to get a hold of me. I read every comment. If you want to play Road to Vostok for yourself and enjoy the perils of the Finnish border zone, then that link will also be in the description. And remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. And have a good one.